Wait 1 second. Okay. It just lagged as I have just opened the game. But, hello and welcome back to Random Game Random Days. In today's episode we're playing Rue Valley, a game that we got from Streamers Connect. I cannot remember how you pronounce the word. Like, when I was thinking about it, I had to look back and then, it totally just went from my memory. Welcome to Rue Valley. Keep in mind that you are playing a pre-alpha of the game. While you will experience the story in an intended way, you will also encounter environments, characters, animation, voice acting, and visual effects that are still in the placeholder phase. Now, I was going to play this about a week ago, I tell you. Well, not really a week ago. I saw that I had the email about 6 days after I received it. I don't know how, I tell you, but, my mail was not, appearing, I tell you. And so, it finally appeared, and I got it all ready, I tell you, and then I got super ill with a cold. So I had to delay it until now, I tell you. Okay, I was just making sure. Alright, we might as well jump right into this. Rue Valley, I tell you. I always call it Rue Valley for some reason. Available personality points. Flat. Flat. Guilt-ridden, dramatic. Well, it's better to be paranoid. I guess if I put one into each... No, I can only put one into one. I feel guilt-ridden would be better. I would not want to be unkind or flat. Who wants to be flat at the board? Sorry, I cannot remember what flat means. That's the only one that comes to mind. Being quite a sensitive person, you see life as a struggle, especially when they tell you to just chill. Somewhat sensitive person, you easily empathize with others, and you are prone to surrender to your own emotions. Yes, you're quite extroverted, but not to the extent that leaves people puzzled. Plus, it's more of a plus. A +3 to be precise, Knows that being an extroverted person only means you're assertive and open, not pushy and vain. Am I right? Or am I right? Okay. You know you're pretty calculated, you often overthink and stuff, and generally very cautious. I think that would be... If I can get one more point. I think that would be right. They may call you too calculated. But what if they are only saying it to confuse you? What's in it for them? Better think it over. Alright, I feel like that's probably the best. It's well, balanced, I shall say. Not that it's overbalanced. Oh, looking forward to this, I tell you. Really looking forward to this. Now, I was going to stream this, but I decided, you know what, no, I won't stream it today. Probably the next one I'll probably stream, that's quite a good one. 8 PM. Dang, we a late riser. We're waking up late.
frenetic sound coming from a century-old clock nudges you back to the present. The stale air perfects the image of the old motel room.
Continue. Total lack of motivation. Calculated, extroverted, sensitive.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, you have my full attention. Yes, you have my full attention. Just nod.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
Slight lack of motivation. More like total lack of motivation.
You know what, I enjoy the voice actor
You'd
in
rather
this.
stay in bed all day instead of attending this joke of a therapy in the middle of nowhere.
Sorry, there was a hair on my finger there.
And we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions. But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
Alright.
The silence befalls the room. A muffled sound of clanging from the outside only making the moment more uncomfortable.
I'll try.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
Can't you simply state that I'm fine so we... No. Arrogant, wouldn't I know best whether I need another session or not? These two feel like, you know, you definitely need some therapy. Why do we have to do this here in the middle of nowhere?
It may be hard to understand the need for isolation at first, but my methods require complete divergence from the client's regular way of life, as well as temporary distancing from their social groups and circles.
Ah, understandable.
This place is ideal in that regard. However, it's understandable that you need a period of adaptation to both this idea and to your new surroundings.
Yeah.
That's also why I haven't asked you to hand over your phone yet. But please don't be alarmed. We'll talk about all of it in due time.
Feels like it's robbing us.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I'm just joking. Oh, that's all.
All right then. That's it for today.
Continue.
Through the door, you hear that sound again.
You should go and check in at the office. Your
Okay.
room is probably ready by now.
Get up and leave.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Ah,
Spit it out already!
oh, we might as well help out. Could she be here for therapy as well? Regardless, yeah. Nobody needs to be sent away from their home to this dump, regardless of their mental state. Well, if they're breaking the law, they should be sent to prison, obviously. There must be a better way to help a distressed person. Oh, I forgot to be reading these ones. Who knows, but unlike you, she definitely looks like she needs it. And yet, what is to be done with lunatics like her? Let them rage around freely, yelling and kicking vending machines whenever they go. Perhaps you could speak with her, see if you could help somehow. Can I touch the, you know, vending machine?
Thief!
Alright.
Break you open if I have to.
Seems like a mop around here. Making sure this guy gets some, you know, good exercise. Trash bin. Plastic bottles, some empty. Other half empty and partially eaten breakfast. Some old clothes, torn and faded. All covered in a mixture of grease and spoiled orange juice. And this murky pool, you catch a glimpse of your own face, just walk away. So it looks like, you know, with different actions we might get more points into certain stuff. Let us run into the road. Whoa! Free Wi-Fi, AC, phone, clean rooms, cable TV. Don't really care about cable TV. Vending machine. Cable TV sucks these days. 10 minutes of ads, I tell you. You have to sit through for one, you know, show. It's not even 10 minutes, like an hour these days. It was already late afternoon when you saw this sign for the first time as the bus door opened and a wave of desert heat hit you in the face. All the other passengers of the almost empty bus remained seated, each lost in their own world. None of them paid any attention to you as you gathered your belongings and prepared to leave the bus. The burly man with thick beard left an impression for sure. I remember an older woman, a young person with bright pink hair. The burly man with a thick beard left an impression for sure. But the older one would just seem like, yeah. The one with deep, bright pink hair, or, you know, maybe over exaggerated, we'll probably say. The burly man with thick beard left an impression for sure. We'll go with the pink hair. They were scrolling through their phone with a bored expression, seemingly completely disinterested in their surroundings, as if they lacked any real connection to the real outside world. Oh, I guess I can pick multiple options. The burly man definitely made an impression. He was leaning against the window, staring out to the desolate landscape with a faraway look in his eyes. He seemed lost in thought, as if he was trying to make sense of something that had happened to him a long time ago. I remember an older woman sitting in the back of the bus. Her nose was buried in a book during the whole trip. Her wrinkled face was contorted in a look of intense concentration, as if she were trying to solve some complex puzzle. Okay, I don't want to think about these people. And why would you, even as you were disembarking from the bus, it meant nothing to you, but outside, next to the bus sign, Dr. Flink's smiling eyes were watching you, his brow dripping with sweat and intense desert heat. He was already analyzing me, trying to think of anything he could use to keep me here as long as possible. Welcome to Rue Valley, he proclaimed, like some poorly written NPC from an outdated video game. I'm Dr. Flink, your therapist for the duration of our stay here. It all happened less than 2 hours ago, yet it feels like an eternity has passed. Adventure. Guess we'll head up here. I guess this will be where our room is, so maybe I'll just head along here, explore. Feels like this would be like, you know, a place in the cold night to just hang out on one of these roof bits, you know, have a nice drink. If it was in better condition, I tell you, just have a nice drink of water, you know, look at the stars. Quite nice. The machine whizzes and suffering. Yeah, we need some better, you know, motivation.
Yes, I'm sure.
All the attention of the girl behind the counter is occupied by an ongoing phone call. She responds to the other person on the end. Try to get her attention. Social check. It's easy just to be loud enough, and she won't be able to ignore you. Ring the desk bell, and smile.
Please sit down, sir. I'll be with you in a moment.
Leave. I guess we can sit down. Sit down. Well, we have a total lack of motivation. We can wait. Mess with your phone while you wait. Just sit patiently. Dang, that's taking a while. Minutes passed, but the phone call is still going.
Giant donut sign. I have no idea where you are.
Phone. Stand up. Just gotta leave. Better to wait inside than she might. Check out the leaflets. A picture of a huge rocket and a group of people in red jumpsuits cheering with bottles of water above it all. The Coral Destiny logo.
Yes. Now, turn right, and then immediately take a slight left.
Look at the other side. A picture of endless desert. The caption at the bottom reads, "Free bottled water for the people of Rue Valley, courtesy of Coral Destiny." It sounds so suspicious a name. I would not trust this company. Especially, I've been traveling, everywhere, and I haven't heard this, sing. Must be only for this area, I tell you. Nothing is really free. Take the leaflet with you. Item gained. Grab the cheap looking pen. The clerk is laser focused on her phone call and she doesn't even notice you grabbed the pen. If you wanted to snatch her attention as well, you failed. Better not draw attention to yourself. Doodle something to pass the time. But what to draw on? So many possibilities. And all of them swarming in your mind, flashing before your eyes. How could you possibly pick just one? I can't. Drop the pen. Continue. Wait patiently. Well, you escaped with... I tell you, sometimes, I miss it, killed a dozen seconds, but the phone call is still going through. Receptionist is still giving directions over the phone and you're getting restless.
Sounds like you missed the exit.
Ah.
Can you see the industrial compressor
Just
sign?
get us out of here. Let us out! Let us out! Stare through the window to pass some time. The reflectiveness, dirt has smudged and stained the glass beyond the endless flat of the desert. Its vastness is hypnotizing. Stare through the window, pass some time. Beyond the empty parking lot, there's only barren desert stretching for as far as I can see. This emptiness has drawn you in. You hear the receptionist mutter as answering some unasked questions of yours. What's your sweaty? That would gain their attention. You carefully test the glass, touching it with your pinky first. It leaves a neat oval fingerprint. Paint a self-portrait. You try to follow the outline of your non-existent reflection in the window, but it soon evolves into an unrecognizable area of smeared grease. Continue working on your masterpiece. Time to go. Time goes by and the girl at the reception desk is still talking.
Alright. I understand. Yes. But I'm so sorry for the wait.
Finally, the girl
That
ends
was
her
a
turn of
super
call.
important call and I had to do it right now. There was literally no other way. Hopefully you didn't mind waiting.
No problem.
Alright then. Let's get you into your room.
Continue.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is prepared for you, and this is your key card.
Thank you. Reach towards the key card. You stretch your arm out politely, hoping she'll hand you the card, but she completely ignoring your gesture and is slightly waving it around.
I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Patiently listen to her story. That's what I'll do.
Actually, one reason, to be perfectly honest. The guests just kept on losing their keys. It was exhausting. And my uncle didn't like the cost of replacing so many locks.
Hey. Continue listening to her rambling.
So yes, we've decided to use electronic key cards. Cost us a lot to implement. But now when a guest loses their key, we only need to replace a piece of programmable plastic.
Yeah, not bad. Continue listening to her rambling.
How great is that? It makes my life so much easier.
She takes a deep breath, planning to continue, but a notification sound from her phone interrupts us. No! There's gotta be another phone call! She immediately grabs the phone, smiles, and starts typing a message, as if suddenly forgot she was talking with you.
So, here's your key card, and I'll need your signature here.
After a few seconds, she puts the phone down and hands you the key card. So here's your key card, and I'll need your signature here. She puts some kind of document on the counter. Read the document first. They won't get you this way, and don't forget the small print.
Oh, are you a lawyer, perhaps?
She interrupts you curtly. What do you ask?
Just that, you know, people usually simply sign it without reading. It's probably the same in every motel. I bet my uncle copied it from a template he found online or something.
I prefer to know what I'm signing, thank you very much. You read the whole document and do your best to find a hidden loophole or suspicious wording they may try to use against you, but alas, you can't find any. Sign the document begrudgingly.
Thank you for your trust, sir. I'm here if you need it.
She says with a barely
Enjoy your
visible
stay.
smirk. Bye, leave. That person still working on it. Old vending machine, its metal shell, bleached by years. You know, there's any doors or anything. You know, we better get our exercise in here, I tell you. Because, you know, we need that exercise. I can look at my backpack. We have Coral Destiny, leaflet, phone, room and keycard. That's pretty sick, you know. Was not expecting that we could get to look at our backpack. Alright, let's get up here. We climb that stairs very awkwardly. This is our door. Unlock the door with your keycard. A tiny green dot of light shows near the knob. The door, not pour, is unlocked. The door is unlocked. The paint is peeling from the hood of the door, but number 6 is new and shiny chrome. Enter the room. Well, they did replace all the locks, probably replace the numbers. We got luggage here. We'll head to the bathroom. We've been waiting for so long, we probably need to take a poopy. Look at the mirror. There's so many dark patches that I can barely be this can be barely called a mirror. A small cup is on the shelf. Look at the mirror. The mirror splotches make interesting patterns on the face. They conceal a dark circle here, a mole there, a patch of wrinkles. Could it be skin? I know that face too well. We don't need to discern every detail. leave. We don't need the toilet after waiting like hours. Let's just sit down. That armchair looks exactly like the one in Dr. Oh, and then we can't use that end. Hundreds of strangers have slept in this bed, leaving behind flakes of dead skin. Still, you can't wait to jump into the sheets and contribute to the collection. Yuck. Fortunately, between you and the object of your desire of the folded sheets lies a dusty suitcase. Your suitcase, the smallest one of your own. You know, I will say it, though. I do wonder what would give you more, you know, motivation. Would it have been extroverted? Makes me think. Can't deal with this now, put it away. Yeah, it's such a chore. But the more you prolong it, the worse it gets. If you don't unpack now, it'll feel ever harder and pointless to do it later. Step by step, a simple act of unpacking will become a insurmountable burden, and then even thinking about it will make you feel weak and powerless. Alright, let's open up the suitcase and just get done already. There's not much in the suitcase. Spare clothes, a phone charger, a toothbrush, a couple of other items. You really weren't planning on staying here long. Well, you better see if they have laundry facility sessions. Dr. Flick said days or weeks, months even. Unpack this suitcase. Come on, let's get a good one. Dang! We failure! We failure! We failure! How could we? Disaster. You couldn't decide whether to plug in the phone charger next to your bed and risk potential fatal radiation. Why did I have to go with, you know, the stupid paranoia? Now I wish I can, you know, reset it, you know, stance. Plug in your phone in the phone charger next to your bed, or next to the bathroom door, and risk stepping on the phone while it's charging. So after a while, you just put it back in your suitcase. Continue. After you discovered the closet to be so dirty that you decided that it would be better to leave your clothes in the suitcase after all. You even returned the toothbrushes back to the suitcase after you unfortunately attempted to clean the sink, led to the discovery of tap water is a robust shade of jet black mixed with chunks of salt. Well, living out of your suitcase is the surest way to feel transient. This way you can at least continue telling yourself that therapy will be over soon. This can never be home. It'll do. That's the spirit. Close. Right, let's head outwards. Why would I need to lock the door from the inside? I guess so. Okay, I guess sleep time. Crawl into bed. I love the animations. It creaks and squirms as you crawl into it. You try to make yourself comfortable, but the overly soft mattress swallows you up. As soon as your head touches the rough pillow, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to Nowhere Motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. You are desperate to try get some help, yet after weeks of wakeful nights you know it won't come that easy. Just close your eyes and hope sleep will come. Mess with your phone. Close your eyes and hope sleep will come. Dang, it worked. Nope, it didn't work. But you don't have a moment to celebrate before your ears are pierced by a ringtone that you swore you would change years ago. Check who's calling. Unknown number, you feel betrayed by your own phone. Alright, let's just pick it up.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Line crackles heavily, as if the man is speaking from a distant path. What can I do for you?
Well, Mr. Harrow, the real question is, what can we do for you?
You know, I'm wondering, I'm wondering, is this a real person or just our imagination?
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive
That's
at
one of these
Ulterior
guys.
Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
My case?
Well, Mr. Harrow, please don't let the name fool you. We are the most respectable yet cutting-edge agency, which means we work on the edge of, but still inside, the established legal framework. In fact, we are the leader in our field.
Dang.
Now, if my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
Are you referring to my psychotherapy here in Rue Valley?
I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are. You know what you want, and nothing will stop you from getting it.
Dang right.
So, I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation.
Well, do I have to decide right now? Is it all happening so suddenly?
I completely understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Harrow. To make things easier for you, I'll simply write down your general consent here and forward your case to my colleagues in our paralegal department. Well, Mr. Harrow, it was a...
Before you have a chance to say anything, the phone is already dead. Close your eyes again. Darkness surrounds you once more, but the images return, flashing quickly without your consent. A veritable carousel of impressions and experiences. Oh. Oh. The image of the young woman flashes before your mind's eye. She punching, she kicking the old vending machine. Could she be here for therapy? Ignore her. It is what it is. You have nothing to say, nothing to do. Just the bare minimum. From the blur of half-formed memories and impressions, the image of the receptionist emerges. Ring the desk bell and smile. You were so full of yourself, she probably despises you now, like everyone else. You see yourself standing in the new motel room, holding your phone to your right ear. My case? Oh, come on. You know what he's talking about. Close. Out of your swirling images, the bushy eyebrows of your new psychotherapist emerge, bouncing up and down as he talks. Just nod. Are you conserving your words or hiding the fact that you just don't have any? I bet it's the latter. Now, with the size of this area, you know, there's probably got to be a lot of decisions. What happens now? As your consciousness keeps spinning around, the carousel of recent experiences turns into a cyclone of pain, memories, repressed thoughts, and strange images. You find yourself walking through a desert. Your eyes are fixed on the guide in front of you, and your feet are trying to keep up with their steady pace. Continue. But the distance between you keeps growing until the guide becomes merely a dot nearly the horizon. Once you finally admit you can no longer see them, your body collapses onto the cracked earth below. You surrender to the bittersweet feeling of hopelessness and decide the spot will be your grave, and the sun your executioner. But it will be no swift act of mercy. No, you will be tortured and tortured and keep wishing for it all just to end. Look up at your headsman. Oh. And the sun keeps staring back at you, relentless without the slightest intention of ever moving away from the zenith. You're desperately searching for something in the dark, dusty attic full of broken furniture, random clutter. You don't recall ever being here before, but you know it's the attic of your own house, and every piece of old junk that you stumble upon feels somehow familiar, as though you cannot really recognize any of it. Search behind the pile of crumble and decades-old books. Open the chest covered in cobwebs. Inside the chest is a pile of old letters. Continue. You can't remember if they are yours, but you know they are not worth reading. Search behind the pile of crumbling decades books. Carefully move the pile aside. Discover another pile of even older books hiding behind it. While moving the second pile, despite care, some of the books simply turn to dust, only for the third pile to be revealed. A book so ancient you don't even dare touch them. Look below the mouldy remnants of the sofa. You look underneath the sofa, and only darkness meets your eyes. You stretch out your arm reluctantly, but only find dust and dead insect shells. The figure of your angry father towers over you. He says, frowning at you in disappointment. But I didn't do it at the end. The emptiness inside you grows, absorbing one more chunk of yourself. You're fallen. Emancipate the cocooned memories. Yet they are echoes of my past. More like random neural activity in your brain. I just know they are important. Could be, but are you strong enough to confront them? Not yet. Dang, someone coming in rough. The sound of a car engine and screeching tires urges your eyes to open, bringing you back to miserable reality once again. Your head still spinning in a whirlwind of uncontrollable thoughts. Your nostrils pick up a curious smell of dust, and your throat is as dry as the desert. It was foolish to hope you'd fall asleep. Get up and get some water. Let's go get like a soda from that machine. Thirsty. Unlock the door and exit.
God damn it!
Dang. You're the man yell from inside the vehicle. Even though the tinted windshield, you can feel his frustration. He yells at the car. Dang. He seems to be in a hurry. In a hurry to break his necks, perhaps? Come to think of it, could it be that exactly what he's trying to do? I'd rather not think about that right now. Right, let's find something to drink. I wonder if it will, still be here. You jump as if someone jabbed you in the stomach. For a split second, the whole world was exploding, but it just turned out to be a thunderclap, the loudest one of you've ever witnessed. Does this motel even have a lightning rod installed? At least my reflexes still work. As well as your heart is racing from the sudden shock. But there's nothing to use this unwanted excess of adrenaline for, so it keeps lingering, eating you from the inside out, while you stand alone and fusty in the middle of the empty parking lot. Well, not in the parking lot. I'm in. Yay, cigarette's gone, they must have went flying. Like, I was wondering, you know, if you could pick it up and put it in the trash can, or would you like motivation from that? What's in the trash can? It's the same old, same old? Yep. Let's just head in here. Covered in boar and stuff. Excuse me. She opens her eyes and jumps away, startled by your presence.
Mr. Harrow!
She takes off her headphones.
Haven't noticed you.
Didn't mean to startle you, sorry. Phew, yeah, you got my blood pumping, she grins. No worries, oh, what can I do for you? Where can I find some water? Oh yes, I forgot, don't drink tap water, she grins. Alright, thank you, bye. You can buy a bottle for free at the vending machine. Instead, just press the button. Alright. No problem, Mr. Harrow. Have a nice day and evening. Well, it was a nice evening, but yeah. Words just do not work for me, I tell you. Alright, let us go click this button. Check the label of the reddish button. Drinking water for people of Rue Valley, free of charge, courtesy. Press the red button. With a bang and a clang, the machine vomits out a bottle of water. Take the bottle of water. The almost frozen plastic feels slippery in your wet, sweaty hands. You can't wait to drain it of the precious fluid. Why not just drink out here? Leave. Okay. Let's just head back to our room. Something's going on over here. Oh! Suddenly the night sky turns blood red and you feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety washes over you. Get away! But you can't run away from the whole sky on fire. Better than you can from your own past. Anxious, appreciation. I can never pronounce that word. At least I don't have to face it. Close your eyes. How do I stop? How do I let go of it? That's easy, simply let go of yourself. What kind of answer is that? Nobody can stop being themselves. I was expecting an answer. But the receptionist disappeared and instead the fiery sky begins burning its way through the darkness, cutting several straight narrow slits in your closed eyelids. I want this to stop. Squeeze your eyelids tighter. Well then, keep craving. keep clinging, keep suffering. I have no choice. Then we get like nuked or something. It's 8 PM again.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow? Stop the carousel and focus on something else. Sure, there's something pleasant to think of instead of mandated therapy. Think of something soothing. But Dr. Flink only seems to become more real. Yeah, sorry.
It's alright. I am aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now, and we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours.
Lack of motivation, that's the least of your worries, while your mind is filled with crushing, overwhelming sense of impending. Wait, did you hear that? A muffled sound of metallic clanging?
At all times, if possible.
Yeah. Sure.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I hope, however, since this is your first session...
He stops mid-sentence and gives you a concerned
Mr.
look.
Harrow, you're shaking. Are you feeling unwell?
Try and act like the stable, well-adjusted person that you are. Every single one that I do, you know. Right, you heard that. You are suddenly, as a pressurized canister full of ocean water has been ruptured by a stray bullet.
It's all right to let it out.
You recognize great compassion in his voice. Gradually, sob by sob, you calm down, and your breathing slows down to usual
There
tempo.
are tissues on the table if you need them.
Thanks.
Feeling a little better? Good.
He smiles.
May I ask, how is your sleep these days?
It's not so good.
I guess so. Well then.
He seems
if
to
you happen
expect the
have trouble
circles under your
falling
eyes.
asleep tonight,
He opens his hand, revealing a single purple pill lying on his pen.
There's no reflection in his glasses. Behind them, a pair of bushy eyebrows.
Why does this kid remind me like that guy from, you know, The Matrix? Reach for the pill.
remember, what I'm giving you is a mild, non-prescription herbal hypnotic drug. Nothing more.
Take the purple pill.
Hopefully, it'll help you calm down and get some rest tonight. We'll continue tomorrow. All right then.
There you go. Get up. Why am I agitated all of a sudden? You must have gotten lost and thought for a moment while the doctor was speaking. It couldn't have possibly happened more than a couple of minutes ago, but it feels like an hour has passed. The source of the clangs being a woman beating up the vending machine again. And then the sound of that old alarm clock awakened you from daydreaming. You can't remember. And this overwhelming tsunami of dread appears out of nowhere. Take a moment to calm yourself down. You point your gaze towards the endless unmoving desert. It's calm in the distance. But not so much right here. As the machine hating woman keeps hitting it so violently.
Come on, you thief.
Just get away from her.
I'll break you open if I have to.
I'll help. Do not kick me. We don't have a key. We have to go through that entire, bit again. Dang, I wanted to go back and click on that stupid, wire. All the attention of the girl behind the counter.
Yes. Now turn right, and then immediately take a slight left. Hold on, I've got someone on another line.
She presses a button on the phone.
Hello, reception.
She raises her
What can I
eyes
do
and
for you,
looks at you.
Dr. Fink?
Yes, he's here. Of
Okay.
course, no problem. An instant, the realization dawns on you because of your crying outburst at the end of the session. Dr. Flink must have just warned the receptionist of your condition. Smile at her. She smiles back at you as she touches the button again.
Hey, listen. I have to go now, so let's... I know. We'll have to manage without it today. I know. Sorry. Bye. Hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in? Everything is in perfect order. Don't you worry a bit about anything.
There you go. You're welcome. Let's get you into your room. Her voice is filled with enthusiasm.
Number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is prepared for you, and this is your key card.
Piece of blue and red plastic. Thank you. Reach towards the key card. You stretch your arm up lightly, hoping she'll hand the card, but she completely ignores your gesture, steadily waving it around.
I see you're confused by this. You must be very tired. Perhaps I'll tell you about it some other time. It's a really interesting
Suddenly she
story.
curtails her excitement as if she remembers something. I'm looking forward to hearing it sometime.
Here, I'll just need your signature.
Read the document first.
Oh, are you a lawyer, perhaps?
Why do you ask?
Just that, people usually simply sign it without...
I prefer to, reading what I'm signing. You read the whole document and you do your best to find hidden loophole. Sign the document begrudgingly.
Thank you for your trust, sir. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Bye. I want to, talk to that, one at the vending machine at there. It's like a coiled sleeping thingy. Do we have, anything now? No.
I'll break you open if I have to.
I guess I don't have anything. Let's go up here again. I wonder if you can make saves now. It'd be cool if we could make like saves, So if we wanted to try a different action, we could try a different action. Room 6 key card, unlock the door and enter. Now maybe we can put this thing away. Why am I afraid of unpacking? Continue. Perhaps you're scared of what you might find inside. Or maybe worried that by unpacking you accept that you're going to stay here for some time. What could be inside? They're going to keep me here forever, aren't they? What could be inside? You. Dang. Perhaps I could relax a bit in the armchair instead. Sit down. As soon as your buttocks touch the frayed armchair seat, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. Stare at your suitcase. It's full of stuff. Stuff, clothes, phone charger, toothbrush. Might as well be empty, but it isn't. Just close your eyes. For a precious moment, there's only darkness, but images start flashing quickly Oh, we're doing this again. Oh, no. Check who's calling. Fine, I'll answer it.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
What can I do for you?
Well, Mr. Harrow, my name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy.
Who gave you this number?
Well, Mr. Harrow, to be honest, I don't even have your number. It was randomly selected by the computer. The privacy of our potential clients is among our core values here at Ulterior
And how do you know my
Paralegal
name?
Exploits Consultancy. I can assure you. Now, if my
I can
information
assure
is
you.
correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a
Are you referring to my psychotherapy
meeting.
here in Rue Valley?
Mr. Harrow, let me be frank with you. I have no idea where this true valley of yours is, but we will work together to put an end to this undue response to your, well, unique situation. I mean,
Alright.
we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual.
Dang right.
So, I presume you're ready for the next step in our
Well, do I have to
cooperation.
decide right now? Because all of a
I
sudden...
completely understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Harrow. To make things easier for you, I'll simply write down your general consent here and forward your case. Well, Mr. Harrow, it was...
Close your eyes. Oh, this has got to be a lot of reading, I tell you. Just by the careless driving you just witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Flick. He seems to be in a hurry. In a hurry to break his neck. When does this happen? This evening, but later. Suddenly the next guy turned blood red. Get away. But you can't run away from this. From the whole sky being on fire any better. Then you can, from your own past. Nothing happened afterwards, and suddenly everything happened again. Nothing after, but everything again. Oh, there's another one here. At least my reflexes still work. As well as your hand. The meaning of what you've just experienced is still hard to grasp. Is this some weird deja vu? The memories seem so real, and yet these things clearly never happened. Deja vu, I tell you. It can be crazy stuff. Have you actually gone completely mad? And they were right to send you to Dr. Flick? But what if the careless driver really does show up? What if lightning actually strikes the motel? And the night sky turns red? Hold commit. Not enough willpower. I guess that means that we can, sing you some of these later or something. You want to get up and find out if these strange memories will play out in reality, or if it all is but a fever dream of a lunatic. Yet you can't. It's all too much. All you really want to do is forget you ever even had these weird visions. To forget about being here. To forget about the incident. Stay in an armchair forever. Dang. Armchair purgatory. Just waiting on this guy moving. That's with your phone a bit. The phone bleeps to life with a lock screen, obviously years old. If it wasn't a collection of pixels, it would be musty with age and neglect. Play a quick match of hyper casual protagonists while you wait for sleep to come. Leave. Close your eyes again. Well then, back to phone. Scroll through your feed. Alright. As soon as the first wave of tiny bow tie wearing antagonists appear on your phone screen, a uneasiness starts building inside you. Playing this game right now, for some reason, it feels unsettling. This was supposed to be relaxing. It's not your fault, you're simply too nervous to play a stressful game like this right now. There's nothing else to do but swallow the purple pill. Force the pill down your throat. Using your saliva as lubricant, you help the purple capsule find its way to your stomach. You have no idea how long it will take until its effects kick in, so there's nothing to do but wait. Close your eyes again. You expect the images to return again any moment. Gradually your thoughts begin to slow down and your conscience lightens the feverish grip on you. No pressure. Ah, I lost the anxious appreciation. What is the purple pill? Does it matter? Nothing matters. Embrace the sweet relief. Like a leaf of the wind, you're tossed up this way and that. Here's a question, is this therapist actually a therapist? Or, you know, was that like a death capsule or something, who knows? I'm trying to figure out all the puzzle, I tell you. Some kind of electric. What is this? A tiny spark of light seems to have taken root deep inside you. You must have broken away from that mighty forked bolt of the brightest lightning you've ever saw earlier. A spark still without shape, still without purpose, but full of potential. The sound of the loudest thunder jerks you out of your slumber. The speck of total lack of motivation. Sometimes it's all it takes is a spark. The sound of the loudest thunder jerks you out of slumber. The speck of energy, now fully grown, is pulsing in your chest. You remember the feeling. And as you finally recognize what it is, your pathetic attempt at forgetting about it, what you experienced earlier is shattered. Close. I guess we lost our old commit. You have to find out if this careless driver showed up again. You must know if this guy will really be set ablaze. You need to see everything will happen again, and if it does, you need to remember. Get up. Dang, it's all coming together, I tell you. The rain has slackened off, and you see nothing out of the ordinary, nothing you could put your finger on. If the careless driver visited the motel, he has surely left already while you were sleeping. Yet, as you exit the room, the hair rises on the back of your neck, and an eerie sensation takes hold of you. Investigate the strange occurrences. Glance towards the parking lot. As you stare at the selection of the wet asphalt, the memory begins unfolding in your mind again. He enters the car, starts the engine, and then he hits the transformer while driving in reverse, smashing his rear light before driving away in a cloud of smoke. If this really happened, you may be able to find some evidence down there. That's right. His cigarette. It's the only thing that choked out. We have to be quick about this, I tell you, because, you know, we'll go to this box. Investigate the strange occurrence. Look at the shards. There are several small ones scattered around the translucent triangles and rhombus. The largest of them is lying right next to the transformer, shiny and wet, boldly staring at you from the dirty asphalt. Investigate the transformer. You gotta go and form into a transformer, I tell you. This transformer doesn't show any signs of impact. Investigate the largest shard. The shard is obviously part of a broken tail light. This means he's been here already. There's no other option. Or is there? It could have been lying here for days. I knew it. I would find something here. I didn't. And I did. So it has to be true. And about to. Boom. Everything has happened again. Intention, you know. Then, before you can wrap your head around it, all of a sudden the skies are once again set ablaze, exactly as you remember. Only confusing you even further. What will happen now? Will you find yourself back at Dr. Flick's office in a moment? Will you remember anything? Or was this a one-time thing? And the evening will now continue as if nothing else had happened. Befuddled, you cast your gaze on your watch. It's 8:47 p.m. Groundhog Day. This is what this is, you know, Groundhog Day. Now I can go and see what that, you know, woman at the vending machine is all about. The frantic sound of the alarm nudges you back to the present.
With me, Mr. Harrow?
Wait, don't answer him. Just nod.
Mr. Harrow, I am aware of a slight lack of...
I was daydreaming. You were until the sound of the older clock. A muffled sound of metallic climbing, and suddenly an image of a young woman punching and kicking the vending machine emerges in your mind. But like the first rock in the avalanche, it eventually followed by others, and more memories start emerging. The receptionist, the funder, the mysterious driver. We could ask what's off in that direction, you know. Like, is it a gas explosion, or, you know, actual, you know, boom, 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 go boom. And finally that of yourself standing in front of the transformer under the fiery sky, hoping you won't forget the image ever, well, won't forget everything. I can tell you I just cannot speak. Hold to wrap up. Time loop. As you struggle to put memories in the correct order, your mental fog dissipates, and two simple words from on your lips. Time loop. What's that, Tiro?
Time loop.
Voice pulls you back to the old motel room.
I don't think I follow, Mr. Harrow. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, you know, I could use an ally. Or you think we're that crazy? You know what? I enjoyed that, I tell you. I really did. Oh, my back after hunched over reading everything, I tell you. That was a great game, I tell you. You know what? I'm looking forward to this game. You know, this is brilliant. Like, it's such a good game, I tell you. It's such a good game. Like, I would play this for hours on end trying to figure out, you know, all the little bits to it. That was a good game. That was a good game. Keep saying that over and over again. It's a time loop. Alright. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this. Remember to like and subscribe. And have a nice day. Safe, hop so supple. Maybe some more shooting. These vitamins are very important. And bye. Say thanks. I'm all these easy. Bye. Also, check out the Discord. Link down below.